Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Rufus Johnson coming back at you one more time for another reaction video today. 2023 Grammys happened last night. I didn't get a chance to see it in real time, but I knew some of the videos were going to be available today, so I wanted to kind of check out some of the ones. And this great singer, she's a new singer, new artist this year. She won 2 Grammys, one for Best Jazz Album, I believe, and the other one was for Best New Artist. Her name is Samara Joy. And I heard a little bit about her. My students at the high school where I teach were telling me about her, and I was able to kind of check out some of her music last year. And man, she's incredible. She's really bringing that old school feel of jazz back into the mainstream. So I was very surprised and very pleased to hear that she was nominated for 2 Grammys, at least 2, but she was able to come away with 2 at least. And that whole style of music is just having a space in today's music scene. So I want to check out her live performance that she did last night at the Grammys 2023. Can't Get Out of This Mood, one of her singles, one of her premiere hits. I think I've heard it before already. This is one of the tunes that I've already checked out, but I want to check out this live performance on the Grammy stage. So without further ado, here we go.
Can't get out of this mood, can't get over this feeling, can't get out of this mood. Last night your lips were too appealing.
So like that sound already kind of reminds me like Anita Baker. Can't get out of this mood. It's that sound. One thing I'm trying to show my kids is that there's no mystical thing with singing, man. Singing is just listening, responding, and good singers know how to sound like their favorite singers. You just take a mixture of all the different people who are your influences, and that becomes your sound. It's nothing mystical to it. A lot of my kids will come in and they'll say, I can't sing. And they're kids that don't have an interest necessarily in high school choir. And that's cool, I get it. But it's so many lessons that I want them to learn outside of just music. But to come in and already have it in your mind and say, I can't sing. And then I put on their favorite record and they sing it note for note, don't miss no runs. Doesn't matter how high the notes are or low they are, they hitting it. That's just, it's either laziness or it's something's going on where it's like you say you can't, and you've decided in your mind that you can't do something that you clearly have the ability to do. So I don't know what that is exactly, but I definitely think it's not magical. I think what they're trying to do is compare themselves to, they hear something they're not interested in and they think that that's something that they can't do, but they can. You know what I mean? And your interest should be able to change. You should be mature enough to try different things. And even if you don't like it, you're going to do it because that's real life. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate how she's able to harness that sound and get it going. I just like that. I like how she's doing it. It's not magical though. She listened to somebody that sounds like that and her influences help her create that sound.
The thrill should have been all gone by today, in the usual way.
I like that. She's doing some nice interval drops there. She's doing a lot of stuff that's not easy to do as a singer. And you could tell she's put a lot of work and a lot of study into her craft and what she's doing. She's flat-footed. It's just refreshing to see a moment like this, and it's not pyrotechnics and a lot of lights and a lot of auto-tune and a lot of crazy stuff. That has its place too, but just a nice supper club kind of vocal, thing with just musicians and a vocalist. I love it.
But it's only your arms I'm out.
That chest voice. All that chest voice, you're just reaching down and getting that tone. That's a different tone than getting to your break and getting into your head tone. It's just different parts of the voice that you have to work out, and you have to constantly practice at them, listen to singers who do it, and get that down.
Can't get out of this dream.
I like that.
What a fool to dream of you. 'Twasn't part of my scheme.
She's doing a lot of these glissandos and these slides and manipulating the notes very, very well. I like it.
Can't get over this feeling.
There we go.
Can't get out of this mood. Last night your lips were too appealing. The thrill, it should have been all gone by today.
See that? Opening up. Day. A lot more open sound. So now she's showing off that side of her range is just as effective as the low. She didn't just stay there. She's not a one-trick pony. The sound, she's got that chest voice, but now she's got that open head tone as well. I like it. I like what she's doing there. like physically what she's doing too. She's physically, I tell my students, singing is physical. It's mental and it's also physical. Your body has to do what you want it to do. You have to, when she's singing those low notes, her chin goes down. Like she's getting that, she's digging for that sound. And as she goes up for the higher notes, it's more the chest and it's wide open to get those sounds. It's very physical. So she's showing you, we have YouTube and we have things that we can rewind this. When I was growing up, I didn't have all this. If I wanted to see something, to tape it off TV, tape it off the radio, or go buy the tape or something like that. I'm old enough to remember doing that. And we have all this stuff, this internet. If I had this when I was a teenager, man, and I could just see something the day after it happened and just rewind it back, and I didn't have to go and tape it. I didn't have to watch it live. I could just go back and study it whenever I wanted to. Man, that's incredible. You know, I'm a little jealous, but you know, we get to just study this stuff in real time, and it's incredible. It's a crazy blessing. So you just don't want just to make you lazy. You want just to help you get better and help you get better quicker. You don't hear key changes much. It's you don't hear it. These are things that are just lost arts. You don't hear key changes. You don't hear transpositions in music where people take the key up and they go to a different tonality in the middle of the song. You hear it in church, but you don't hear it like in the mainstream music. It just becomes like a lost art, man. It's crazy. My skin. She's doing some nice, weird intervals here that's really showing off her like musical repertoire and her musical IQ, man. She's really, how old is she? Somebody tell me how old she is in the comments.
To sigh and tell you that I love you, but I'm saying it and I'm playing it down.
Play it all, play it all.
Can't get out of this mood.
Dynamic changes.
Can't get out of this mood.
That little glissando.
Get out of this mood. Can't get
I like that.
out of this mood. Can't get out of this mood. Heartbreak.
Yeah. All I'm doing, I've never heard this stuff. All I'm doing is I take it and before it can get away from me, I try to do it again quickly. And I'll do that when I'm listening to music all the time. And that's how you learn. I may not ever sing that same run, but just to get the repertoire of getting it in. And I'm never too old to learn some new stuff. You know, so I've heard it before, but I'm just reminding myself. But if you sit with music and you just sitting completely silent and that you listen, but you actively listen and you don't let it stop you from listening. Like in real time, I would have never even stopped the record. I would have kept it playing and just worked on that rough and then just that riff and just kept, catching up. That's how it goes. Nice breath control there. Come with the vibrato on the tail. I like that. It's done on purpose. It's done on stuff you can hear. You just do it later. So she's doing like a version of like scatting a little bit. So it's live. It's not anything that's like programmed. The way they did it in soundcheck might have been different from this. So now she's closing her eyes. She's letting the music really move her. She's listening to what the different musicians are doing. And she's responding with her own. They're speaking the language of music here, people. So she's responding with her own input as far as what she is adding to the song and adding to the performance. Yeah. I love how I think a lot of times for these award shows, they like auto-tune and stuff. I don't think they could do that with this. It sounds like a real live performance. If they did, it's real clean. I don't know. But I don't know if you can really do that when it's like, it takes away from the essence of the real performance. This is supposed to be a performance that's jazzy, it's natural sounding, it's like real singing. And you can look at the audience. We're just looking at the audience reaction. You see people standing up. there's a real appreciation. There's appreciation for music like this still. I think people still have an appreciation for it. People want to hear real music, and it's real good stuff. And I appreciate it. I appreciated watching this. Samara Joy, you the lady, you the girl for me. I'm a big fan. I'm becoming an even bigger fan of what you're doing. And I hope, you have much more success. Keep on doing what you're doing. And you're young and you're doing your thing and you're paying homage to the greats that came before you. And I think that they would be very proud to see what you're doing. So y'all, without further ado, I'm gonna get out of here. Make sure you continue to like, subscribe, comment down below. What did I miss? What you agree with, what you don't agree with. Let's discuss it in the comments. I try to make sure that I respond to everything that y'all are saying. So y'all take it easy. I'm great. Go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. So y'all be good. Peace.